Hi, my name is James Bosch. I'm a burn survivor and a psychotherapist, and I'm here on behalf of the Lisa Ann Rouge Burn Foundation to talk to you about an important topic, body image. This is a huge topic for Western society in general, but especially for burn survivors. Whether you have scars that are visible like mine on my face, or if they're hidden where you can put clothes over them, or you have an amputation, or whatever your situation is, body image is a huge issue for us. And I want to talk about the problem and some of the things we can do to address it. So where does this negative body image come from? Well, it comes from our culture, our peers, our family. It comes from the media. It comes from all these messages that tell us what is perfect, what is acceptable, and what is beautiful. And then we get a visual difference and we have to try to hold ourselves up against that. And it can be quite painful and it can be very difficult. So on a very extreme level, body image can be quite paralyzing. Psychological issue, people with anorexia, with body dysmorphic disorder. This is like when you really look in the mirror and your brain sees something completely different than what's actually there. But we all do that on some level. Our brains see something that's not actually there based on our internal perception of ourselves and the messages we tell ourselves. Body image is basically just our inner perception of what we think people see. It's not always accurate. So I've been on a crusade in the burn community in the last few years to really change this idea. When you hear people say to somebody who has a visual difference, I hear them say, "Oh, it's what's inside that matters. It's your personality, or it's inside that's beautiful." But you know what? That discounts the rest of us. So I really want to put forth this idea that it's inside can be beautiful and outside can be beautiful too, no matter of what you look like. So what are some things we can do to address body image issues? It's very simple. It just takes first sitting down and doing some work, which isn't simple, right? So I'm going to go through a few things that you can do. So one is, how are we dealing with stares? What kind of self-talk are we using inside when people give us a strange look or look sideways at us? Or maybe we catch them looking at us and as soon as they catch our eye, they look away. What is the self-talk that's coming into play in our brain? This is a lot of work like the Phoenix Society does with steps, What are you telling yourself about what's happening? I've always been of the belief that one reason people stare is because they're curious. Another reason is that our brain is programmed biologically to look for our own species, and when it sees things that aren't in the same place that they're supposed to be, like if someone's ear isn't where it's supposed to be, or there's something different, I think our brains are actually trying to adjust rather than their thoughts. And then of course there's just the rude people. And we can't help that, right? And there are the people that are full of judgment, and that is based on their own cultural and social conditioning. So it's a big issue, and for me it's an inside job and an outside job. So what are some things we can do? One is that we can start looking at our self-talk. What messages are you saying about how you look? The other day I walked into a friend's house and he said, "Oh, you're looking really trim and looking really good." And I was just that day looking in the mirror thinking, "Oh my God, I really got to lose weight. I'm really out of shape." So here's two totally different perceptions, right? My friends and my own. What self-talk was I using? I was using negative self-talk, correct? So what are we saying about ourselves inside? And if we look at our negative self-talk, we can take that and we can create a new message, right? So how do we work on so if I'm saying I'm fat, how can I say my legs are really healthy? Or I have a really strong physique right now? How can you find positive things, which is the next tool? Find something positive you like about yourself. So I challenge you to take a selfie or look in the mirror and find, like, do you like your eyes? Do you like your smile? Do you think you have great hair? Do you have good hands? Like, what is it that you like about your body? And when you have the negative self-talk, if you have that thing ready, you can focus on what you like. And that can start breaking down some of these internal messages. Journaling is great for this. Start a body image journal and start writing about how you talk about yourself versus what are the positive things about yourself, what do people say about yourself, You can really learn about yourself by spending some time by creating a body image journal. There's a lot of resources online. Excuse me, there's Thomas Cash, who has an awesome book called The Body Image Workbook. It takes you step by step through a very systematic way. There's body image assessment tools online where you can get a baseline of what your body image actually is and have something to work towards. So the other thing that I want to say about addressing our body image is improving your self-esteem. How do you really think about yourself in general? Are there other things you feel good about yourself that you can say, this is what I'm all about, rather than just focusing on your image? So what other good positive things do you have going for you? And if your self-esteem is low in certain areas, there's a lot of tools to build your self-esteem. The other thing is peer support. Go to a burn support group meeting, a conference, a camp. Take risks in safe environments, wearing bathing suits, wearing shorts, exposing your scars, exposing things you don't like about your body in these safe environments. And then what often happens is once people start doing that, they start going out into the world and taking more risks. And that's another point that I want to lead to next. Find small risks you can take towards working towards positive body image. By just like today, I'm not going to wear a sweater when I go and cover my arms fully. I'm going to wear my shirt rolled just to here, and I'm going to expose a little bit of myself that I don't like about my arm. So it's just, finding small risks that you can work towards. So I really think that we have to go through this this idea of, flip this, it's only on inside what matters. Yes, the inside is super important, and all these things we just talked about we can do inside. But also, how are you taking care of your temple? How are you taking care of your body? Exercise, diet, how your hygiene, how you dress. Do you feel good? Are you putting your shoulders back and walking out? Or are you collapsing? And are you feeling like you have to shrink in public? So how are you treating your temple? So you can say, I'm beautiful on the inside, and you find something that you like about your outside. So I really want to encourage everybody to take some of these ideas, think about what is your self-image, what is your self-talk, and I really believe that together we can improve our body image and find something that we feel good about, so we can just really feel good about ourselves in the world. Thank you.